Hey, everybody. Last time we showed you how the money moved, how public dollars became private power. Now we're going to show what that money bought, because at some point it stopped being about profit and started being about control.
This is the phase where public systems, the ones built with tax money, began quietly shifting into private hands. Not through votes, not through open debate, through contracts, emergency powers, and deregulation.
Now, when people hear privatization, they think it means selling something off. That's not how it works anymore.
Now it looks more like this. Public money builds it, private companies run it, the public pays again to use it.
Yes, that's not privatization. That's doubling, billing the public for their own infrastructure.
And this didn't just start with tech. It started with three different areas: prisons, healthcare, and the infrastructure.
Yes, and you notice we have a bigger jailhouse here. Private prisons got guaranteed occupancy contracts. Private health companies got public funding and weak oversight. Private construction firms took over roads, bridges, and utilities through partnerships.
And once that model worked, it spread out everywhere.
Now let's talk about Elon again. Not as a person, but as a case study in Takeover.
SpaceX didn't just become a contractor. It became part of national defense infrastructure.
Starlink isn't just internet. It's now emergency response infrastructure and battlefield communication infrastructure.
And Tesla isn't just cars. It's a grid infrastructure, charging infrastructure, battery storing infrastructure.
Public money built it, private ownership controls it, and the public rents it back.
And at the very same time, the private takeover expanded. Government capacity simply shrank.
Agencies lost staff, experts were replaced with political appointees, budgets were cut, and training was reduced.
So when a crisis hit, pandemics, disasters, cyber threats, the government had no internal ability to fully respond.
Which meant they had to outsource to the same private companies that benefited from deregulation. Just
It's wild. Emergency powers became one of the biggest takeover tools anyone had.
During emergencies, normal rules, they just disappear. Procurement gets fast tracked. Oversight, it gets waived. And audits, guess what? They get delayed.
Delayed and delayed and delayed. And that's how private companies slid into permanent roles that were never meant to be private at all.
Temporary emergency contracts became permanent infrastructure control.
Once a public system becomes dependent on a private company, reversing it becomes nearly impossible.
Justin, all the stuff they have cut down, it's going to take forever for us to build that back and for people to even trust us again, because now the government has no staff, no internal system, no manufacturing, and no backup infrastructure. So we rely on them only.
And those private companies are controlling almost everything. So even if the leadership changes, they're boxed in. They can't just take it back without rebuilding from scratch.
This is what people actually feel when a private takeover happens. Higher prices for basic services, less competition, worse service, no accountability, no transparency, and customer service instead of democracy.
You can't vote out a private corporation. You can only cancel a contract. And most people don't even know those contracts exist.
Now let's connect all the 6 parts so far that we did. Part 1 was education is weakened. Part 2 was the watchdogs get dismantled. Part 3, oversight was captured. Part 4, rules were shredded into pieces. Part 5, money got transferred. And Part 6, system taken over.
It's not random. It's a step-by-step conversion of public democracy into private control.
And Justin, the biggest danger isn't that people don't care.
The biggest danger is most people don't even realize the systems they depend on are no longer public.
They still think they're dealing with the government.
But in reality, they're dealing with that 1% and all the billionaires.
Now, we're not trying to say it's all of 1%, but the people that are involved in this, they are definitely part of the 1%ers. The private takeover didn't just happen overnight.
It happened contract by contract, emergency by emergency, loophole by loophole.
And now the question isn't just how we got here.
The question is whether the public will ever get it back again. This has been No Parting with B&J. We'll catch you on the other side.
And if you can vote, vote.
If you can't vote, drive 5 who can.